Well, to start, thank you for chatting with us this morning.
Yeah.
In the world of the Christmas writer, you are Erin. How would you describe her?
Oh, I think Erin is an incredibly supportive friend. I feel like she is very proud of her friend. I feel like she's just a wonderful friend in general. I also think I like to think she's funny
Mhm.
and, carefree. But so she was a treat to play. I liked playing her.
What were you initially told about her when you first joined this project?
Well, when I first joined, very little. At first I was just told you play the best friend, and I was like, incredible. I love Tello, so I was just like, whatever I can play, I'll be there. And then I got the script and I read it, and I thought she was just so fun, and so yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this film was directed and co-written by Christian Baker. It is a big task to take on both. What was your experience working together to piece what your, scenes would look like, from page to screen?
Kristen is just so great to work with. She's so fun. She's so um it's wild to think how many jobs she had on set because I feel like she was always right next to me being like
Mhm.
talking to me through the scenes and talking about the scenes and so present. And so yeah, she just did such an amazing job with that. And so I was really wonderful to work with her.
Oh, yeah. So coming into this film being beloved for your comedy, what was it like to find that balance for comedic timing with those more serious leaning scenes?
Yeah, well, I think for me at least, I feel like comedy it's for me, I think when I'm doing a character, even if it's about something silly, I'm trying to play the most honest version of that
Mhm.
character. And sometimes that is what's funny is like my character's so upset or
Mhm.
so emotional about this thing that's so silly. So I think it was an easy transition into any scene where it was about something really on the more serious side because I felt like I was able to just take that super seriously. And I feel like it was easy because the people I was acting with were so wonderful and great. Um, so yeah, and also I take romance very seriously. So in
Oh,
my own life, I'm like, this is serious.
can lock in for that.
Yeah, exactly.
For the quick jokes that we do see from Aaron, how much of that was you following the script exactly and you kind of getting to lean more into your comedy side?
Well, most of it was scripted for
Mhm.
sure. There were definitely a couple moments Kristen would let me improvise before the scene started. So we were getting a tracking shot. I was able to improvise a little bit. And I
Mhm.
do think a couple of those moments got into the movie, which it's always really fun to improvise. But most of it was from the amazing writers.
Yeah, still fun and very natural.
Yeah, thank you.
So towards the end of the film, you are sporting an over-the-top Christmas sweater. Did you get any say on what particular sweater was chosen?
I did it. Our amazing costume designer had all this amazing Christmas stuff when we got there, and I was so excited. So I didn't have a say, but I was really excited to wear it.
Oh yeah, very fun. Though your characters are separate, your partner Jordan is also part of this film. You both, of course, have your podcast and have worked on other projects. What was your experience working on the same film in such different ways and separated roles?
Yeah, I mean, we work together so much that it's not uncommon for us to be on set together. So it's always a treat. Even just being able to like drive to set together is nice and fun. But for this, we weren't in. I don't think we were in any scenes
Oh.
together. Which is was I at first I was like, what a bummer. But it actually ended up being so fun to get to. If I was filming a scene that day, get to kind of stay a little bit and watch Jordan perform and do their scenes was really fun. So we didn't see a ton of each other, but it was nice to just be in the same hotel and hang out.
The world needs more cheesy gay Christmas
Oh, I
movies.
agree.
What does it mean to you to be part of a project that is positive representation for many?
It means a lot to me. I think that's why I love Telos so much. And when I um was first in contact with Kristen, I was like, anyway, I can be in it. I want to be in this movie because I just love what Tello stands for. And I think it is so important that we just jam pack any amount of gay movies we can into the zeitgeist. And so yeah, it means a lot to me. I think it's so important. I know for me, and that's how I found Tello
Mhm.
was because I'm a lesbian and I was just desperate to find any holiday rom-com that I could
Oh,
that
yeah.
had lesbians in it. And there was like two, and I'd watched those. And then I was like, oh, what is this amazing Tello streaming service? This is incredible.
Mhm.
And so I feel like so many people in the LGBT community are desperately looking for any representation. And when I think back to like when I was in high school, what helped me realize I was gay and come out and become comfortable and confident in my gayness was media and was movies and were YouTubers at the time. And that is what really helped me. So I think it's just so important and is a real honor to be a part of it.
Oh yeah. So even on your Instagram, you have a highlight for Sapphic book suggestions. Have you already picked out some Christmas reads?
Oh yeah, I of course. I'm so bad with titles, so I'm all of them. I'm like I could describe the plot, but obviously, well, there's one called Marian Bright, which is not on my read for this year because I've already read it, but
Mhm.
it's by Ashley Hearn Blake who does Delilah Green. She does, and I'm a huge fan. She's definitely an author I wait for her book release. I'm so excited.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have so many. I feel like the holiday season, I really lock in. I put a fake
Mhm.
fire on my TV and I read all of December. So I got a bunch of them.
Oh, right. I found myself like screenshotting all of them. Like, okay, you know what? I need to get into this one.
Yes, yes.
Uh, is there a Sapphic book you've read that you would love to see a film adaptation for and also like be part of it, or a
Oh
few
my.
different ones?
Literally a million. I feel like I am always like, God, I wish this could be a movie. Oh my God, let me think of like I'm trying to think of a good, well, okay.
Mhm.
I love the book Bloomtown, which
Oh,
is a book I recently read. I read it when I was on a vacation, and I never used the Kindle app on my phone,
mhm.
but I was like in Guatemala on a trip, seeing these beautiful sights, and I was on my phone the entire time reading this book. I was like, couldn't put it down, and I think that would be a great movie. I think I would be great in it. And there's so many of them. I'm always
Mhm.
like Delilah Green. I think that would be a really cute movie, great movie. There's a bunch of them. I feel like all of them. I feel like they just got to do what they do with street movies. I'm like, they just
I
got to
know,
go down
just
the line of
push them
every
all
romance,
out.
push them all out. We don't need that big of a budget. Let's just like crank them out.
That's what it is too. Like when the love is there and everyone's kind of on set and appreciative, it doesn't matter what the budget is. It's just a fun kind of film for
Exactly.
everyone. Uh,
Exactly.
Also on the theme of holidays, what are some of your favorite Christmas movies, both sapphic and non-sapphic, kind of the classics too?
Oh, my favorite. I mean, I'm a big Elf fan. I love Elf. I know that's like the most classic answer, but I really do love Elf. And I love The Happiest Season. I know sometimes people don't love it, but I do. But I'm very blinded whenever there's lesbians in something. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is my new favorite movie. But I love Aubrey Plaza, so I love the cheese in that. What are some other Christmas movies? Really I love like It's a Wonderful Life. I love like a
Oh,
classic movie.
yeah.
I feel like we watched that a lot when I was growing up, but Elf is probably the winner
Yeah,
for me.
I put up my Christmas stuff on November 1st and Elf was surely on. Like that is
Yes,
I
yes,
do
me
every year.
too.
Are there any other upcoming projects that you are working on that you can kind of tease for fans?
Yeah, I mean, I do have something pretty exciting coming up, and I can't say a ton about it, but in the book space, which
Mhm.
I'm super excited about and looking forward to. And I also, just my partner and I, we have our podcast, and we are continuing into season 3 in the new year, and it's going to be so fun. And we have some really awesome guests lined up. Um, and then yeah, just like, I feel like in this industry, there's so many random little projects that are coming together, but yeah, that's mostly what I'm just excited. I keep making videos on social media and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah. What would you like to say to fans and supporters of you and your work?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for supporting my work. But I think especially when it comes to watching like The Christmas Writer on Tello, I feel like just thank you for supporting queer media in general and getting excited about stories being told that aren't always told. I think that's just so awesome and I appreciate it.